Hello everyone, this is Suja. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I wanted to discuss the shift of the ages that's happening. Basically, the shift from the Piscean age to the era of Aquarius. So, as that's happening, we're all in the transition at this moment right now as we're living through it. So, the Piscean age was denoted / symbolized by fish. Fish live inside of water. They form groups called schools, and schools to me are a symbol of institutions. So as you're seeing the decay of different institutions, now you're seeing the decay of the thought patterns of the older Piscean age. Certain institutions are going to evolve into something very cool and very new as we enter the age of Aquarius, or at least transition into it. So in that sense, what's going to happen in the age of Aquarius is you're going to be driven and encouraged and empowered at the individual level, and individual action, individuality is going to, I don't want to say reign supreme, but it's going to be biased. If you ever trade anything like cryptocurrencies or stocks, you have different biases. Is the stock going to go up or down, right? I'm saying the universe is going to be biased, or at least not universe, the humanity is going to be biased towards the behavior pattern of individuality. And to give you an example is, right now in this pandemic, we have basically individualistic behavior ruling, because we're all told to isolate ourselves, stay home, be individuals, and work remotely. Okay, and as that's shifting, the whole 9 to 5 is going to shift. The idea of business and how work works is going to shift, because look, as more and more people are encouraged and empowered to work remotely, now they have individual authority to do whatever they want with their time at their home and dress however they want. So if you work remotely, right, you can wear whatever you want. You can be working in your underwear and no one would care, because assuming you're very smart and you don't actually share that with people, no one would care. As long as you get the work done, doesn't matter what you're wearing, right? So a lot of freedom is going to be granted to you. A second thing is, if you're working remotely, you don't now need to go commute, which is again going to save you lots of time, and lots of stress. And not because you don't need to commute anymore, you probably won't be needing your car, aside from, say, grocery shopping. But even that, you can have different platforms that deliver to you. You can shop online using different platforms that basically do the groceries for you, and the people deliver. So everything is heading towards you becoming like a little mini king in one sense, right? Like you could like order stuff, assuming you have the money and all that. So now it's only going to accelerate. Okay, a lot of the essential workers you're seeing, they're going to go away, because everything is going to become autonomized, in the sense that, let's talk about transportation. You already know about Tesla and all these other companies that are working on trucks that can drive themselves from point A to point B without having a driver, which is amazing, because now you don't need to have a workforce that are drivers. Bad for people who are drivers, yes, completely agree, but you would no longer need that workforce. Now everything is going to have an autonomous nature to it, which would weirdly give it a sense of individuality. A lot of institutions are going to evolve into what are known as decentralized autonomous organizations. It's going to be really, really, really cool. Yes, it's going to have negative side effects. Yes, all technologies have risk and reward, right? Even the internet. On the internet, you can get your ID stolen. People can invade your privacy. Things can go very, very wrong very, very quickly. But the payoff versus the risk is high, right? Assuming you use best practices, best security practices, you are going to be statistically okay. Again, it'll depend on the actual account and hackers and all this stuff. But the idea is, as this shift is occurring, we now have more individualistic behaviors, which are encouraged, which are talked about, which are now going to be on the forefront. And so all of these things are going to drive humanity to a better point, I think. Yes, it's going to be rough. It's going to be very, very rough for the next couple of, I'll say it, 20 years. It'll be rough for the next 20 years, but the transformation, I think, is necessary. And I think, we can make something good out of it. Yes, there's going to be lots of death and chaos and bad things. Yes, of course. Never going to deny any of that. I'm just saying we could try to make something good out of it. And so that's how the shift of the ages to me looks like. And to me, that's what I'm thinking is this COVID-19 is a forest fire that's eliminating all these other aspects of the older era, which is now enabling newer conditions to arise, which now enables new thought patterns, new behaviors to arise. And so now we can now abandon our older institutions and ideas and go forward and live in a different world than we are used to. And so today, right now, I want to announce your old world, and probably a lot of your old worldview is dead. It's gone. And I want to welcome you to the new one that's emerging right now and that you're a part of, I'm a part of, everybody who's online a part of. This new global village of connected minds. That's what we're part of. That is now humanity. We are, just by the virtue of our technology and our ability to translate each other's thoughts into words and then Google translate that, we are now a global planetary society. I believe we've been a global planetary society since the dawn of the internet. We no longer need to be physically located in one area geographically of our planet to influence that area, right? If somebody really likes what I'm saying and likes my thoughts, they can translate it into their language and share with their friends and their family, and bada bing, bada boom, I can influence people that I don't even know exist. Same for me, right? If I really like somebody else's thoughts, say he's Spanish or he's Italian or, from some other race or some other geography, translate his thoughts. Okay, cool. I like that. I can share those thoughts with my friends and family. So all of these things are happening. We are a planetary society, whether we like it or not, and we are entering this new era. And so now the question becomes is, what are you going to do about it, right? Are you going to welcome the new era, or are you going to mourn the loss of the old one? And I think yesterday I stopped mourning the loss of the old one, and today I'm like, okay, cool. In a new era, new time frame, new everything, it's going to be amazing. Or, so help me God, I'm going to make it amazing. So that's what I wanted to discuss today. Oh, and I wanted to leave by one other thought too. Lots of you are probably scared of the camera, scared of having a social presence online, being trolled and all that. The best advices I can give you is, don't worry about it. Do you, be the best you, and then just move forward. That's it. That's all really you can do. Everything else is just secondary. It's not pertinent. What's pertinent is you just doing you and moving forward. And that's it. Okay, well, looking forward to this tremendously chaotic yet opportune time ahead. Wishing everyone health, wealth, and safety. Be well, guys. Thanks for looking into my video, and talk to you in the next walk. Bye.